The Tipping Point with Mike Tipton is brought to you by Dubby. What is Dubby? Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like those other energy drinks have. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Dubby's products are made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. All of the flavors are unique and custom-made by Dubby, and you'll never taste our taste anywhere else. The best part about it is they're affordable. Dubby's drinks come out to about $1 per drink, much cheaper than Starbucks or any of those canned energy drinks. To learn more, visit w.gg.com/discount/MRTipton33 and place your order today. Use promo code MrTipton33 and save today. Dubby Energy, be better. What's going on, everybody? I want to tell you about my new friends over at Cleverman. Visit them online at becleverman.com. What they gave me was the energizing face and beard scrub along with the Cleverman face scrubber. And trust me when I say this, the energizing face and beard scrub smells amazing. Combining it with the face scrubber, making sure that your boy was looking as good and sexy as possible, opened up a whole different sensation in my face that I haven't ever felt before. I felt so clean, so fresh, and so clean, like Outcast said, and it helped me feel like I was ready for my day. Make sure you visit them online at becleverman.com and follow them on Instagram at clevermannyc. The link is up in my bio if you want to check out all the amazing products they have. Visit them online, becleverman.com.
I just want to put the chip in.
What's going on, everybody? It's time for the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton, hanging out with you here on a wet Wednesday evening in El Paso, Texas. Got a little bit of rain. They're the slightest possibility of getting snow here in El Paso. I want to give a shout out to the people that are tuned in all over the place, whether you're doing that over on Instagram or whether you're doing that over on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, the various YouTube channels, X, all over the place. Thank you all so much. 2K_Gordo saying, I miss you, Mr. T. Miss you all as well. Talking about it over there on Instagram, along with Fishing Fan, Kevin Williburn 5 joining over there as well. Ultimate Cool Riders are already saying, nah, I'm done with this show. Hey, I'm cool with it, man. You don't want to be here. You don't have to be here. No one is forcing you to be here on the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton as we're hanging out with you here on this Wednesday. I literally walked into the house right now and had to come do the show. I had to go shopping, deal with all the people in the rain, and then came to do the show. Oh, God. They still play the games. It doesn't matter how injured the teams are. The games still get played. Like, yeah. That's enough of that. Okay. So we got that working for us right now. A lot of things going on once again in the world of the NFL. The NFL dominating all over sports as we speak right now. And it's going to be this way until we get through the Super Bowl and probably even a little after the Super Bowl as well. But I don't want to spend all day talking about the NFL like I did yesterday because I've been wanting to talk a little bit about what's going on in like the NBA. Right? Because everyone knows me. I love me some NBA. What if the coach gets injured? No one cares about the coach. There have been multiple times that the coach has been injured. Hell, Hugh Freeze was coaching from a hospital bed at Iowa. Doesn't matter. The game still gets played. Outside of a catastrophe, the game still gets played. Players die. Maybe that's the only way the games don't get played. But you know what's going to happen? They will make that game up. Sports is not a place that people are like, oh my God. Not like the owners of the teams or the fans are like, oh no, don't give us what we want. They will make up that game. It doesn't matter at all. Look at COVID. Jesus Christ. Oh, you can't play on Sunday? Well, guess what? You're going to play on Tuesday. And if you're not there to play on Tuesday, I don't care. Your team better be there to play. Well, the Denver Broncos went, what, 5 quarterbacks deep that year because they didn't have enough players because of COVID? The games are going to get played. Injuries do not matter. You could be Tom effing Brady. You could be Michael effing Jordan, LeBron James. You know what happens? The game gets played. The coach gets hurt. You hand off the stuff to another coach, and they go do it. He says, what if one of the players die? Do we need to remember what happened in the NFL 3 years ago? 3 years ago, Damar Hamlin died on the field. On the field, he died. They stopped the game for an hour, loaded him up into a hospital, into an ambulance, took him over to the hospital to resuscitate him. And you know what they did? They played the game. They finished playing the game. None of that shit matters. Again, it would have to be a catastrophe, an absolute catastrophe. We saw it right there. A player died on the field. They resuscitated him on the field. Had to load him up into an ambulance and sent him on his way. What if the basketball hoop just breaks? You clearly have never played sports. Like ever. And if you have, you're not good. They replace the basket. Every school worth a damn replaces the basket, or they play half court. And if they don't play half court, then whoever was leading at the time that the basket breaks either wins or the home team is forced to forfeit. That's simple. Let's get real questions here. I get it. You're trolling. You're doing a thing. You're wanting to feel important. Injuries, all that stuff doesn't matter. Equipment malfunctions does not matter. You can look at the NFL. The goalpost gets crooked. You know what they got to do? They got to continue kicking field goals. It's just a part of the game. In baseball, again, just to show you how it goes with baseball, in a Texas Rangers game, a fan jumped to catch a baseball that was hit into like the corridor, fell down 50 feet and died. And you know what they did? They continued the game. Hell, this past season in Pittsburgh, a fan fell off the 21-foot wall, broke his neck. They put him into an ambulance, and they finished the game. All right, that's enough of that. Sorry, you're gone. And because I know, you're gone. Oh, my goodness. Just the dumbest fucking questions possible. I am not in a good mood right now. I probably should not have done the show. Driving in rain and traffic and all that bull stuff, having to deal with stuff. I'm not in a good mood. But it's okay. Woosah. We get where we need to be. We get where we need to be. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the NBA and everything that's been happening in the NBA, all the scores, all the teams, things like that. Because I saw a really cool video. I didn't get to put it up on the various social media channels or anything of that nature because life, right? Got a job, got other responsibilities, can't be doing everything all the time. So, but it was a Victor Wembanyama doing a kick, right? Like the karate kick that all of us do, that little jump kick that we all do. And being able to kick the bottom of the net in a basket, like while they're, in warm-up lines. Ashley's saying that lasted way longer than I expected. LOL, woosah, you got this. I came into this year with a different attitude, and I realized that that's probably not going to last very long. I wanted to be optimistic about people out there in the world, and it's probably not going to last very long. So me being an asshole, I'm fine with it. I am good with it. 100% good with it. It'll be all right. I want to give a shout out to Cassandra, who joined over on the Instagram page, Andrew J. Polk, who joined over on one of the various Facebook pages as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate the love and the support. And as I watch Victor Wembanyama do the karate kick to the bottom of the net with the basketballs are loaded up there, knocks one of the basketballs out, I sit back and I think to myself, one, that dude is a freak athlete. I am so glad that he is on my beloved San Antonio Spurs. Two, I am waiting for the bottom to fall out when it comes to Victor Wembanyama, right? Like, I love the dude. I also knew or was worried whenever he first got drafted. Super big dude. That's always like very injury prone. I know that he does like the pliability and the things like that, all that weird stuff that they do. But I'm just like, at one point, it's got to catch up, right? Like, it's got to catch up to the San Antonio Spurs. That's been one of my things that I've got with the San Antonio Spurs is like, it's just going to happen eventually. It's just got to happen eventually. But as I look at what's going on here with the San Antonio Spurs, I want to give a shout out to Angelique Weislock, who tuned in as well. She does some great content with the Philadelphia Eagles. You got to check that out. But I look at the standings right now in the NBA, and I see that the Oklahoma City Thunder have a 4.5 game lead over the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference. Oklahoma City, you can say, yeah, I expected that team to be here. I expected this team to be really good. San Antonio, as a Spurs fan, I feel like they're still a little bit away. They might make the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they're going to make the playoffs. But I think it would be difficult for the San Antonio Spurs to be a legitimate contender for a championship in the NBA right now. Marisa Harrison saying, I sub, hi, hello, how are you? Hope that you're having yourself a fantastic day. The LA Lakers, surprisingly to me at least, in the third place spot right now with a 23-11 record. And it goes to show you just how good the LA Lakers went to start the season, because as of recent, they haven't been that good. That objectively, right? Like, not me being a jerk, not me being a hater on the LA Lakers. They just haven't been great as of recent. Right? 6-4 of, in their last 10 games. Sure, they won 3 straight, bad scheduling, things like that kind of lead to some of the stuff that happens here. But whenever you look at this team with a 41-year-old LeBron James now leading the way, Luka Doncic doing his thing, it looks like the ball just stays stagnant on the court. Like, there's not a lot of ball movement. There's not a lot going on there with the LA Lakers. It's not fun basketball to watch. And you have to sit back and wonder to yourself, how long of a leash does JJ Redick have with this team? How long are the LA Lakers going to have the amount of money that they've spent on this team now that they've got new ownership, now that they've got a couple of other things going on? How long is it going to take the LA Lakers before they get tired of this act and decide that they want to be done with JJ Redick? Being asked by @W8P, is this sports? Yes, this is sports. Depending on the sport, I might be able to be somewhat knowledgeable. If it's soccer, I know absolutely nothing. I know my shortcomings in life. I absolutely know my shortcomings in life. No, don't know much about soccer. But I look at the LA Lakers and I sit back and, like I said, I wonder how long it's going to be before people get tired, like the people that matter get tired of the experiment that they've got going on right now with the LA Lakers. Because it feels like it's just a matter of time, just like we saw yesterday with John Harbaugh being fired. You have to meet a level of expectation. It's more than likely going to be the same thing that gets Mike Tomlin fired, right? You have to be able to meet a level of expectation before you ultimately get canned. And with the LA Lakers, there's a lot of expectation. Whenever you have Luka Doncic, arguably the best player in the NBA right now, you have one of the all-time greats, if not the greatest basketball player that ever lived, in LeBron James. The expectations are super high. And it just feels like with JJ Redick, with the team constructed the way that they are right now, that the LA Lakers are not going to be able to reach that level of expectation. Maybe they get, they just get into the playoffs and they give the playoffs and the NBA fans just the tip.
I just wanna put the tip in.
It's time for
Just a Tip.
That would make me uncomfortable.
Promise that it ain't too much, but just enough. Just a tip. Just a tip.
Just the tip? Just the tip.
It's time for Just the Tip.
Just the Tip is brought to you by our friends over at www.myhappynuts.com. Guys, gals, anybody out there, you got a man in your life, you want to make sure, or if you are the man in your life, you want to make sure that you are feeling your absolute best at all times. And www.myhappynuts.com can get you where you need to be. Use promo code Mike Tipton at checkout. Save on all your male grooming needs, like the stuff that I got here in my hands, the Big Wood body wash. And of course, you know that we have the whole body deodorant, www.myhappynuts.com. Take care of yourself from your pits to your tip and make sure that it has everything that you need. Take care of all your male grooming needs. God. The Crooked Commish saying, I'm the man of the house. Does that count for anything? That does. That 100% does. You being the man of the house is what it should be for you to be getting everything you need with www.myhappynuts.com. You can tell, Augustine, I know you're going to say it. You hit that super early in the show. Going to be a short show today. Only 30 minutes on today's show. Also want to give a shout out to my guy, the Crooked Commish, the number one team in the NFC North, the Chicago Bears, hosting the Green Bay Packers. Oh, the Commish reminded me it was a rough game for Texas Tech. I'm so not used to this as a Texas Tech fan, where Texas Tech has a great defense, arguably a really good defense, but a horrible offense. And it's okay to have a bad offense whenever you're going up against the remnants of what's in the Big 12. But you saw what happens whenever you get to the upper echelon, right? Yes, Texas Tech spent a bunch of money. They're still spending a bunch of money. As a matter of fact, I wanted to talk about this earlier today. Like, I wanted to go live around noon, around lunchtime. I just didn't, for whatever reason, because I wanted to talk about the fact that the transfer portal opens up on January 2nd. And as of right now, 5 days later, there's over 4,000 players in the transfer portal for Division I football. Just Division I football. There's only 12,000. I know that's a lot, but there's only 12,000 players in Division I football. So that means 1/3 of the players, over 1/3 of the players in Division I football right now are in the transfer portal. College football's got to get this fixed. Like they just got to find a way. They just absolutely have to find a way, because right now, the more you allow this player movement to just go anywhere that they want to go, it's not a good look. But again, as a fan of Texas Tech, you see the flag right there in the background. as a fan of Texas Tech, you know, I'm happy with it. I've been watching the amount of money that Texas Tech has been spending here in the NIL. I'm searching this up right now. I'm looking this up right now. According to the San Antonio Express, Texas Tech is going to be paying $5 million to their next quarterback. Actually, it's a near $6 million NIL deal with top transfer quarterback Brendan Sorsby. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Another one. Augustine asking, is this UTEP money? It is UTEP money. I mean, UTEP just got this pouring out of the coffers, right? UTEP's like, oh my goodness, we can do all this. It's also a troll. I've banned 3 accounts today from the same guy, and I assure you, it's the exact same person. But c'est la vie. It's all good. I'm good with it. You know how easy it is to tell whenever it's the same person because there's grammatical errors and like all kinds of stuff? Mr. Hernandez, go ahead. Ask your sports question. Let's see what it is. Guarantee you it's going to be something about soccer. Jesus Christ. I knew it. It's the same damn thing. Nah, fuck it. People are crying out for attention. Let them cry out for attention. Children these days. The Crooked Commish asking, bro, you have to please check out the show tonight. We are having Eric Kramer, former Chicago Bears quarterback, on after your show. I will definitely be checking that out. It's going to be a short show today, like I said, 6:30 here, Mountain Time. We are going to end the show. I'm hungry. It's been a long day. I am freezing cold right now. So I gotta attend to it. I wasn't going to do a show. Again, I wasn't going to do a show. Sponsorship obligations, my obligations to Augustine, to the growing audience that we have, whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, all over the place. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the show. I see the numbers growing slowly, but still growing. And I am amazed by it. I legitimately am, especially those of you that have stuck with this over all the different iterations of the tipping point that we've had. But Commish, I will be there at 7:00. I will be there at 7:00, Commish. Oh, I wonder if it's going to be another question about injuries and soccer players. Jesus Christ. Where's Tommy when I need him? Like, where's my moderator here when I need him? The Crooked Commish saying, awesome. Thanks, Money Mike. Hey, my dude, I appreciate you. Like, again, I know what it's like. We gotta support one another doing all these things. I appreciate the love and the support from you guys as well. Anyway, going back to Texas Tech and this NIL money, it is wild. And I'm sitting back and I'm looking at all these memes now. And it's so weird for me as a Texas Tech fan to see this, where people are like, oh, the Texas Tech Red Raiders are just handing out money, trying to win a championship. As if Alabama wasn't doing that. As if Florida wasn't doing that. As if, any of these other major college sports programs weren't going out and just spending money. It was under the table back in the day, right? Like, maybe it's one of these things of like, I just want to make sure that I can do whatever I want to do and not get any of the repercussions or any of the issues or any of the other dumb stuff that comes along with being caught back then by giving money to players. Hell, and you didn't even have to give money to the players, right? Like there was like offensive linemen from Boise State that were just sleeping in like an upperclassman's dorm room that wound up having like NCAA violations of like, you can't be doing this, you can't be doing that because we're the NCAA and blah, 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 blah. Cool, right? Now it's just out in the open. And maybe some people want to hide it again. They don't want to see the ugly face that college football has right now, that college athletics has right now. But it ultimately became this way because college athletics allowed it to happen this way, right? Like whenever COVID hit and the NCAA told all of the conferences, you do whatever the hell you want to do, we do not care. Whenever that happened, it showed the weakness that college, like the NCAA, has when it comes to any of this stuff, right? Like they don't have any way of controlling any of this. So now it's got to go up to the Supreme Court. It's got to go up, the judicial branches and all this nonsense to try to get it under control once again. But once you squeeze the toothpaste out of the bottle, you can't put it back in. And that's what's happening right now with college athletics. I am interested to see what's going to happen, right? Because it cannot sustain this way. It cannot sustain the model that is currently going on with college football cannot sustain this way. And I guess even college basketball, look at what Texas Tech is doing. All right, they're just trying to win a championship in every single possible way. Absolutely trying to do that. And the fact of the matter is, there's going to be other teams out there. Like, I'm surprised that the University of Texas at Austin hasn't done this just yet. That they haven't decided to just flex on everybody and be like, look, we have big oil money as well, right? Look at what Texas A&M did, firing Jimbo Fisher, being able to get $75 million from their boosters to fire Jimbo Fisher. That's what it was to buy him out. Eventually, it's all going to come to fruition in some ugly way. And we're just sitting back watching it right now with the NCAA and what's going to be the eventual collapse of what we know right now with college football. Like to me, that's just an inevitability. It is going to happen one way or the other. Man, it's going to be interesting to watch them. But I am genuinely intrigued to see what will happen with the NCAA model. I don't think it's going to be so much in basketball and the other sports, but football cannot keep doing this. Augustine saying $75 million to buy him out. Holy Cheetos. And NIL will be the death of college sports. I don't know about the rest of college sports, Augustine. Like I said, like volleyball, things of that nature. Like I love seeing those college athletes get paid. Like they should. If they have something, they should be getting paid. But what's happening with football right now, being able to have, and like you said, let's have a salary cap. There technically is a salary cap, right? Like it's $20 million that could be spent on your football roster. I think $25 million total for all the sports, but $20 million can be spent on your roster for college football. I think what needs to happen is not just the salary cap, but there needs to be hard-lined contracts with college, especially college football. We see it a little bit in college basketball, right? Like a couple of years ago, UTEP's leading scorer was a fifth-year senior on his fourth team in 5 years. Like that's not good. And I know that people are going to be like, look, Tip, you say it all the time, sports is a transaction. Sports is a transaction. No, Augustine, I'm not saying 20 million per player. It's 20 million total for your roster, right? So if you've got a guy making 5 million, well, now that guy's making a quarter of your roster. And as we know in college football, well, that's also the thing that was being thrown out there earlier in the off season when they were talking about getting rid of walk-ons and things of that nature. Which I really hope they don't do that. Like, I genuinely hope they don't get rid of any of the walk-on positions and things like that, because that's where you're giving people a chance, like a legitimate opportunity. That's why a salary cap is the best thing. I think it's a salary cap along with hard-lined contracts. You've seen what it's like now, where you give these children, because that's what they are. I get it. They're in college or whatever. They're still children. You give them free reign. They're easily manipulated by whatever people are out there in their life manipulating them. Just giving bad advice, right? Something doesn't go my way, so now I've got to like do this. I think it goes more along the lines with that, August. I like that idea. That's kind of where I was leading to. If you leave a school, and let's say each contract is 2 years, right? Like, let's put it there. You can sign a 4-year contract if you want to, if you really love the school, but let's say the baseline is 2 years. If you do not fulfill that part of the contract, whatever money was given to you, you got to pay back, right? Whatever's remaining on your contract, you have to pay back. But then what happens is that sports no longer become amateur, right? You have to treat these athletes like employees. And that's where the hard issue comes. Because with that comes unions, comes all these other things, the collective bargaining stuff, all the different things that come like that. So it's just like, no matter what you do, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get real ugly. And as we've spoken about a bunch of times on the show, money is always going to be the driving factor in sports. That's what sports is all about. Let's make as much money as we possibly can. It's a yearly salary, and it's really no longer amateur. When that NIL came in, it's gone. An at-will employment. But you see, whenever you go at-will employment, that means that they can up and leave the way that they've been leaving, right? That's the issue with college football right now, at least in my mind, right? You want to fix the bowl system? Let's start the bowls right away. But let's put value on these bowls. Like we've spoken about, about a month or so ago. Let's put value on these bowls. Let's make it so these kids don't opt out. So they actually play. They're living up to their contract. It's just going to get ugly. We know that much. No matter what happens before any of it gets fixed. I don't think that there's a singular fix that you can have in college football right now. Like I said, I'm only focusing on college football because that's where the problem is. You don't see as much player movement in college basketball as you do with college football. Or maybe I'm just blinded to it, right? Because, again, I will be completely transparent with everybody. I don't watch college basketball until March. I just legitimately don't. There's too much going on. And by the time the Super Bowl happens, I want to take a little bit of a break from the 6-month love fest that we were having with football, the coital session that we were having with football. VGF saying college football is going to get ugly soon. It's already ugly. It's going to get uglier. Yeah, and that's actually something that I have been working on, Augustine, trying to find what our divisions would be, what our conferences would be, how we would break it up and create basically a model for college football to follow the NFL, but by using that European relegation mindset. So yeah, I know we've spoken about the fix before, but maybe, just maybe, they'll listen to us, right? The 25 team college football playoff that I brought up, maybe after I get the master's degree from Texas Tech, I become an athletic director. We flex enough power on people that we're able to we can fix college football. We just got to get there first. All right, everybody. Like I said, short show. My apologies. Hope that everyone is having themselves a great day, a great evening. If you enjoyed the show, please like, subscribe, do all that. Oh, I forgot. I have a graphic that I can put. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Like and subscribe to the channel. Whether you're doing it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all over the place, I appreciate the love and support. I will go get myself something to eat. I know I sound bad. Do not judge me. My apologies. All right, everyone, have a great day. We'll see you all later.